Hey YouTube. So we're going to get this act straight here. This is a 1981. I was calling it an 86. It's a 1981 Jeep CJ7 that I've been working on, if you've seen my videos. So anyway, the other day I got a call, or somebody stopped, either way, and says to me that, can I fix their Jeep? I said, well, what's wrong with it? Well, they've had it to different mechanics, and the mechanics told them they needed a valve job. Okay, well, a valve job, in case you don't know, is, you know, you've got to take the head off, you reseat the valves, check the tolerance of the valve guides, this, that, the other thing, the seals, and replace them. Well, it just so happened that that's not what's wrong with this. It doesn't need a valve job, I don't think. Now, I'm not positive because I don't have the head off, but I'll tell you why I believe that. You see, this is a 6-cylinder, a 258. If you look back here, I've already taken them off, but I'll tell you the story with something else. Let me turn the light on here so I get some better lighting. Okay, so anyway, here's what happened. When I took the valve cover off on the back cylinder here, the 6th cylinder, the push rod was actually out. I'll show you from this direction. The push rod was actually out from underneath the rocker, and it was about right where my finger is. Okay, on that last cylinder, the intake valve. So that tells me that unless the nuts, the adjustment nuts had come out, which they were not loose, that tells me that there's a collapsed lifter, and that's what needs to be fixed. So that you can see this motor is so dirty, it's so dirty, that I would say that all of the lifters should be repaired. In fact, I would rather see the motor be rebuilt, but I don't think there's money there for that at this present time. However, I need to take the head off. I've taken the valve cover off and stuff, and obviously, and I need to take the head off yet, and that should tell me the rest of the story. Now, besides that, she had replaced the spark plugs. You can see they're pretty new, and she had replaced them. You can see the porcelain there, how white it is. But it was firing, but there's oil in the gap there. I don't know if you can see that. There's oil that has the gap goofed up, and a little bit of carbon. So the thing is the plug wasn't really firing because there was no gas, because the intake valve is the one that was screwed up. So there was no gas getting into the cylinder, and that's part of the reason, or air, and that's part of the reason why when they did a vacuum, or not a vacuum, but a compression test, that there really wasn't any high compression in there, because there was nothing being drawn in except for what would come past the rings, I would imagine, to compress. And then, if that was the case, when you go to get the compression test done, it's probably slipping by the rings. That's why I'm saying I think this motor should be rebuilt. But anyway, so now you know it's a 6-cylinder 258. These engines are new to me. I see I was reading the motor manual on it, and I see there's a lot of I don't know if you can see that 258 there, but there's a lot of little issues with these motors. For instance, for some reason the head bolts, I think the ones closest to the manifold on the other side, are known to break off, which that would really make this be a nuisance of a job. However, this is an 81, and from what I was reading, that was only in 1986. Now, you know, you Jeep guys would know more about this than I do probably, but I'm just saying that's what the issue is so far. So I hope I don't have that problem with breaking off bolts. I mean, I have what I need to fix them if I do, but it's just a nuisance. So anyway, I got to start finish taking some of these parts off. There's all kinds of brackets here, like this bracket for this AIR pump. You would think that this would be an easy thing, but no, it has to attach to the power steering pump and all kinds of other stuff, which doesn't make this any easier. But anyway, that has to come off, and then I'm going to take the carburetor off, and then I'll be able to get at the manifold and hopefully take that off without any issues. Usually the 6-cylinder manifolds themselves don't give the issue. These AIR systems, which never worked ever since 1969 when they came out with them on a Chevy, were always junk, and they must be made out of the cheapest metal money can buy, because you can see the nut there. If I put a wrench on there, I'll probably round it off. So I'm hoping that if I treat that with kid gloves, that I don't break anything on it. So anyway, this is my latest project that I'll be working on. So once I get the head up and stuff, I'll let you know what's going on with that, and I'll show you what I would do to fix this. But for right now, I'm going to call it new hydraulic lifters and a good cleaning for the head. I don't think it has to be. I don't feel that the cylinder, that the head is going to need a valve job. Now I have to look at it. I'm only guessing at the moment. Okay, guys. So have a good one, and you'll see the other parts in my other videos that are to be upcoming. Okay. Have a good one. Bye.